Welcome to And Breathe, your space to tune in, unwind, and reconnect. Hi, my name is Caroline Dielov, and in this episode, we are going to start talking about human design. Human design is a tool that came into my world about 9 years ago. I was on holiday and someone started asking me, what type am I? And I'm like, what on earth are you on about? And she found out what type I was and told me, and I didn't really pay any attention to it. And then about a year later, I had a client in my clinic who again was asking me about human design. I was like, what is this? And through that conversation, I started to now become more intrigued. I was ready to listen. I was ready to hear what human design is all about. Human design for me is very much a tool. It always has been a tool. It is not a label. I've never wanted it to become a label. I'm someone who is not... I don't enjoy labels. I don't enjoy being defined by a label. So for me, using human design as a tool, I felt like for the first time I was actually being seen. Somebody really understood me, and this person was a book. Or at least a person behind a book who had written and come up with this concept. It is a beautiful kind of mix of other ways of being. You have the chakras in there, you have the I Ching, you have astrology, you have the quantum physics. And for me, it's about looking at how my energy flows. How does my energy flow on a day-to-day basis? Who am I? You know, that question that we're all asking ourselves, who am I? So, from a human design perspective, I am a manifesting generator. I have a defined solar plexus center. So that makes me an emotional manifesting generator. My profile is a 3-5 profile. I have my root center, my sacral center, my solar plexus, my G, my throat, all defined. My head, my ajna, my heart, and my spleen centers are all undefined. My head center in particular is completely open. What have I learned by knowing these things about my human design? Well, firstly, the premise that as a manifesting generator, I am here to do many, many things. That really excited me. I was like, wow, okay, I don't need to pigeonhole myself. And what I found really interesting was I also found all this out at the exact same time I was starting up my business and setting up my business, becoming self-employed. And that at the time was 2 businesses, because why start one when you can start 2? So the first business was reflexology, and the second business was being a virtual assistant to small businesses. And I remember a business coach that I had been to see asked me, well, which business is it then? And I said, well, I don't understand. What do you mean? And I said, well, no, it's 2. And he said, well, no, surely your reflexology is your hobby, because you can't make a business out of that. And the virtual assistant is your business. And that really, really kind of like, whoa. And as far as I was concerned, this guy's a business coach. You know, he knew what he was talking about. So I was incredibly grateful when I then learned that being a manifesting generator, that I'm actually here to spin many pots. And I'm not here to pigeonhole myself into a particular way of being, that I get to show up with whatever business hat I'm wanting to, and to embrace that day when I'm excited about something else, and I'm excited about maybe learning something else and adding another string to my bow. By learning my human design, after having had this discussion, whilst, yes, at the time I did discontinue going ahead with my VA business at that moment in time, I soon realized that no, actually, I can do both. And I do both, amongst other things as well. So for all my manifesting generators out there, if you are listening to this, let this be an invitation to you that you can be everything. You can. If something is lighting you up, go and do it. And remember, with everything, it doesn't matter what type we are, when we're doing something, we're doing it without expectation. So at this moment in time, you might be lit up by something. So allow yourself to be lit up in this moment. Not because, it's going to take you to a specific goal or specific place. You might be interested in a particular subject because that's going to take you off on a tangent to go and do a course. And in that course, you then meet somebody, and that person is then going to give you another stepping stone into something different, or a conversation. It might have never been about that course in the first place. So firstly, we need to come away from that expectation of outcome, regardless of what type we are. So coming back to manifesting generators is that, we are capable, so very capable of doing anything. But the most important thing here is that just because you can doesn't mean that you are here to do. It's about that discernment piece, that really allowing yourself to drop into your body. It's about listening to where you are at. And yes, this might seem very exciting, but hang on a minute. Let's take a look at what my strategy and authority is. Well, as a manifesting generator, your strategy is to respond. So you've responded, and that's awesome. But are you a sacral responder or an emotional responder? So I'm an emotional responder, which means that, I'm going to take a little bit of time. I'm going to sleep on something. I'm not here to make decisions in the moment, even though it may feel like, yes, I definitely want to do this thing. So this also then comes back to why I weave in meditation to everything that I do, and the importance of meditation. Why? Because meditation brings us back to our bodies. At the end of the day, your body is the vehicle that is going to be taking you on your decision-making journey. It's not your mind. It's about finding that beautiful dance between allowing your mind to contribute, but it's not the person, it's not the thing that makes the decision. It's your body. So when we meditate, we create a deeper connection with our body and how our body is responding, or how our body is signaling to us. Whether this is something that is good for us, something that our bodies are wanting to do or not. And I had a very interesting conversation yesterday with one of my mentoring human design clients, was that so often the right decision is the decision that makes no sense. And that sends the mind absolutely crazy. The mind can't comprehend that. And so does society. Society struggles with that. Society wants to know, well, why are you doing that thing? Why are you studying? Why are you doing that course? I was like, well, because I want to. So if you are a manifesting generator, I'm so excited for you. And I'd love you to really, truly embrace the many beautiful facets that you have to offer the world. I want you to embrace everything about you, whilst at the same time having that discernment of, am I doing this because I truly want to? Of course I can do it. Of course I can do it. But is it really right for me to do? So going back to right in the beginning, what human design is human design is a tool that is showing us that we are all unique. That we all have a very specific purpose to fulfill in this lifetime of ours. There's so many different possibilities within the human design. I am yet to see two of the same. In all the readings that I have done over the years, I am yet to see two people who are the same human design and who are here to show up in the exact same purpose. So whether you are a generator, a manifesting generator, a manifester, a projector or a reflector, always remember to be you. You know, all these things are lovely and they're great and they're awesome and they have changed my world, and I see the impact that they have on everybody who I work with. But always remember that discernment piece of not labeling yourself, not stopping yourself from doing something because of this label. That we are always dropping into your body, dropping into your hearts. And that always remembering that you are a phenomenal human being, exactly as you are. So don't let any of this, whether it's human design or anything else, define you. Okay? Allow yourself to drop into your heart, to have that discernment piece when, whether it's me speaking or somebody else is speaking, that you are always remembering that this is my truth. Okay? When somebody else is speaking, that is their truth. The only guru here is you. The only guru of your life is you. So take a nice deep breath in for me and release. And you might even want to place your hand on your heart right now and just hold your hand there for a moment. Just allowing yourself to be here, be in this moment. Be with yourself. And if you're intrigued to know more, go and run your design. You should be able to, if you went onto Google or even onto my website, don't pay, it's free. So please don't pay. It's all free. They're running your design. And just focus on what type you are. What's the strategy and what's the authority? And that is the most important thing to start off with. The strategy and the authority. So thank you so much for listening. I'm trying to keep these nice and short. So I hope you enjoyed that, and tune in for more on meditation, on human design, on energy, on the lunar cycle, on absolutely everything that inspires me, which I hope will in turn inspire you. You're awesome. I love you. You take care.